Welcome back. It's me, Jose, as always. And what I'm gonna be doing today is a couple videos back I posted a video about me doing something for Mr. Beast and asked for him to actually notice me or something like that. And what I plan on doing is doing a part two of it. And this time instead of 100, I wanna do 200 this time. And I'm gonna see if this time he's gonna notice me or this time it's gonna be the same thing. But if it turns out the same thing, I'm gonna do a part three. I'm not gonna stop until at least I get something from him, at least a comment or hello. But that's it. Well, anyways, here I go. Okay, so this time I'm gonna try. I'm gonna actually try to count as carefully as I can because I noticed that in the video when I was editing it, I counted it. I counted wrong, but I ended up counting more than 100. I think I ended up counting like 120. But this time, I'm actually gonna try to count as carefully as I can. And I'll do as best as I can, and let's see how long it'll take me. Here I go. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. That's 5. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast. That's 10. Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 15, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 20, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 25, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 30, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 35. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 40. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 45. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 50. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 55. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 60. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 65. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 70. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 75. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 80. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 85. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 90. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 95. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 100. I'm halfway there and my arm's already getting tired. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 105. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, 110. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 115. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, that's 120. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, 125. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, 130. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, 135. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, 140. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, 145. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, 150. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, 155. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, 160. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, 165. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast 170, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast 175, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast 180, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast 185, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast 190, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast 195, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast 200. I'm gonna do 10 more because I don't even know if I even counted correctly. Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast 205, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast, Mr. Beast 210. Oh, and I did all that just by holding my hand for over 5 minutes, I guess. Oh my god. Well, that's pretty much it for part 2. And not only that, it really does hurt my arm a lot because I'm literally holding the camera like this, and then later on I gotta keep holding this for like a whole more than than 5 minutes. And if I want to do the part 3, I'm gonna try to hold it longer. I think next time I'm gonna try to buy a whiteboard and have a marker and just do it like that, and just have the camera standing on top of something, or I don't know. But anyways, that'll be it for part 2 at the moment. I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and well, and we'll see if I can do a part 3 later on. And I hope my arm gets better. But yeah, well, I hope you guys like it. If you do, give it a like and try to subscribe to my channel. So maybe we could do something later on. Well,